What's up, everybody? It's the podcast before the podcast. I'm your host, Anina, and we're back with another episode. We have a special guest today. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Khadidra. They call me Didi.
Okay, that's what we call you? No.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you know, but before we get started, I always pray. I
Okay.
always give my guests option if they want to pray or if they want me to.
I'll
So,
let you pray.
really? I thought you was going to say that. Okay, so hold my hand and we're going to pray. Okay. Whew. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you as humbly as possible. I ask you for forgiveness of my sins, known and unknown. I thank you for waking me up this morning. I thank you for allowing us to make it here safely. I just pray that you're involved in the conversation. I pray whatever is said can help somebody out there. I just thank you for allowing us to arrive here healthy, and I'm looking forward to a good episode. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna warm up real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna do some little warm up questions. I'm gonna ask you some. If you want to ask me some afterwards, you can.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one is, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Okay, that's nice. What do you have a favorite number?
2.
Two. Okay. What did you eat for breakfast?
And we go in there today. And pancakes,
Okay.
eggs,
Okay.
chicken.
And chicken. Okay, pancakes, eggs, and chicken. I mean, they do waffles and chicken, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's a little bit early, but name something good that happened to you today.
I want that.
Amen. I kind of felt you was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it. Our guest today is bringing the topic of
Discipline.
discipline. Whew. Okay, you want to start it off?
Okay.
She's gonna give us the definition of discipline first off.
So the definition of a discipline is to train oneself to do something in a conditional or habitual way. So just a habitat, like habitually. What are you doing all the time?
Right.
Chronically, what do you do?
Right.
What does that look like for you?
I don't know where we want to jump in at it, but
I feel like overall, like being disciplined is like multifaceted. It is just in every and anything that you do. You know, if you are conscious of it, you know, it's like I feel like what really got me to a place of like trying to be disciplined was just like being tired of doing the same thing over and over, getting the same results in different ways, and it made me like take a step back, change my lens and my perspective on what's going on, and say like, okay, this isn't working, something else has to give. So within that, we have this conversation, we had it for years. You just started saying,
it's my best friend,
we've been friends for a long time. So it's a running joke between the both of us. You know, we would go tell each other like, hey, what's going on? Like, can you believe? And then at the end of the story, I would always ask Amina, like, so who's the problem? You or them? Is it you or is it them? And it's always been,
It's them.
it's them.
We know I'm not the problem.
But I think when you change your lens, because clearly we keep having the same issues, you do realize like, okay, let me take some accountability. I am the problem because I'm creating these issues for myself. So it's like, you know, taking a journey to look within, and then within that, like it's multifaceted. If you want to get to another level, there's no way you can't get there without vulnerability and being disciplined. Like you have to just tough it out
And do what you need to do.
and do what you need to do.
First of all, I like the fact that you said what got you to the level of knowing you needed the discipline was getting tired of doing the same thing. Because you know that's what they call insanity. Like you do the same thing over and over again and you think something different will happen, but it's not. So it's a blessing that you can even realize that, because there's a lot of people still in the cycle of doing it. In some positions in my life, I am too a little bit, but you know, I'm working on it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like I felt that so bad to the point where I mean like crying, like why am I doing this? Like do I have a problem?
And do.
Do I need to be like come on, like do something different. And then what makes it worse is we know what we gotta do, because well, I don't know how far you go, but like once you realize, okay, I'm the problem, especially in this situation, like I could be upset about it or whatever, but not for too long. Shake it off. I gotta do what I gotta do. Now you make a plan. Okay, so this is my plan. I'm gonna do this for such and such days because I think they say what after 7 or is it 14 days they
14
make a
days.
habit. 14 days it makes a habit. It's like I'm gonna do this, then I'll do that, and then now it's like all right, the first day you on track, second day you on track. You might even make it to the third day, and then it's like something just you fall for the distraction. Now it's 2 weeks later, and you like, dang, I done missed how many days? It's like, so I feel like discipline. You mentioned vulnerability, sorry, as well, but I also feel like consistency, because it's like I feel like we have discipline over the fact because of the fact that there are certain things in our life that we are disciplined with that we have been doing, whether we just do it because we have to, or we do it because we know we are. Like for example, going to work. I can't speak for anyone who's not getting up and going to work, but I know we get up and we go to work. Sometimes we get up and go to 2 jobs, three jobs, we ain't even going to include the kids. So like we have discipline in that area because we know we got to pay the bills. So like you said, you gotta have it in all areas, like from eating healthy, your morning routine, your evening routine. You go to work because you have to. Everything else you do it and it feels good, but then like you gotta stay consistent. And then I also feel like discipline kicks in when there's no more inspiration because it's, you get that rush when you're making your plan. Like, oh, I'm about to do this. This is my goal. I know I could do it. And you got to rush now, so you real motivated. You so interested in it. You excited. Now it's like day 4. It's like I have no motivation for this no more. I don't know what I was thinking when I said I was doing all of this. Like now you need the discipline. Let's go. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Um, Twin, my sister, your best friend. I feel like she was somebody who I could see and be disciplined, like especially when it came to like the gym. She was like,
Oh
I'm
my
making a
God.
plan.
I love to see
I'm
her
gonna do it,
transformation.
and don't be playing.
Each
Like
time.
I'm like, look,
Diet,
it's true.
everything.
Right.
Doesn't make any
So
excuses.
to the
just
ones
do it.
out there who I feel like everybody still needs a little discipline, but for the ones who it's a little easier to get up and do it and wait for the results and know it's gonna come, shout out to y'all. Like,
For me, I feel like, because I'm still, it's a journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I got over it, start to talk about it. It's like I'm going through it currently. So I got over some things, but I'm still going through it. But like you said before, like you get into something and then day 3, day 4, you back down a bit. But it's like, I feel like in your mind, you're pumped and ready to go, but your reality is not matching that because, like I said before, you haven't turned your lens around. You didn't see an issue what your previous habits were, and in reality, that problem is you have the mind to do it. You haven't followed through. And with that being said, you're missing the mark. Like I used to say, like I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym, and like intentionally, I want to go. But by the time I'm home, I'm done working, and I'm taking care of the kids. Like I don't want to do that. Or in my early 20s, I want to sleep in.
Sorry.
And instead of that, I started telling myself, like, I'm not saying anything. I just do. Like, I'm just going to do it. Like, if I say, like, to myself, I'm just going to do it. So sometimes I can't make it to the gym, so I try to accommodate myself and buy my little gym for home. Or I turn on YouTube and I do an exercise or I do a workout. And I remember watching something, this guy, Ralph Smart, he's amazing, on YouTube. And he was like, there's a war on your plate. That's one of our, like, biggest struggles, like, being in home health and taking care of patients and like just the lack of education that people don't know that really goes on. It's literally about what you put into your body, mentally, physically, emotionally, your plate, whatever it is like, you just need that discipline. So for me, where I get from is I pull on it from other people. Like you are inspirational to me. Leslie, another friend of mine. You guys are going to the gym, just getting up and going, and making posts, and I'm like
seeing the results for them.
And seeing it.
We don't know. Sometimes we don't. The person's on it don't see it before the outsiders, but we seeing it. It's beautiful.
It is. It is.
I wanted to speak on when you said I was just writing things down. When you made a good comment, you said it's not matching your reality. I feel like that falls under like proper planning too, because a lot of times we be like, all right, this is what we want to do, so this is what we're gonna do, but we don't make it realistic. Like that's like going from, like, I'm gonna use me for an example with the gym, going from never working out, not doing nothing
every day,
nothing, to like now I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. that was like I had to start somewhere. But in the beginning, it was like an hour felt like 5 hours. I couldn't walk after the first week. Like I had to start
Leg
where
day is
I
real
was.
bad.
Like,
Real
now
bad.
that where I am, I'm like, wow, I'm squatting, lifting weights. I remember when you couldn't even squat. Like, you gotta really meet yourself wherever
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
If you're not used to doing anything, start with a 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
Like, don't do nothing that is gonna make you be out of your norm or out of your reality. Like, as far
You
as
can ease into it. You don't have to just
yeah, you don't gotta
dive
just
right
dive
into
into
it.
something that is like
Ease into
not
it.
realistic. Like that's a part of planning correctly when you
I think
doing the
also
goals.
it's just not being able to have an excuse. Like I
Mhm.
remember my trainer Brandon, like I said I'm ready, like I want to work out.
Mhm.
Like I moved out of state. He's like, okay,
Mhm.
well I want you to consistently go to the gym and get on the stairmaster for 15 minutes
Mhm.
and go home. And I'm like, no, like I want to do exercises. Like he was like, no, like if you can show me that you can consistently do this for at least 2 weeks, then I'll do the next step. Needless to say, he was right. I did not complete the 15
See?
minutes or 2 weeks, and we never got to the next step. But that was an eye opener for me. And it was like, you have to be consistent. You just do it consistently.
Okay, so let's talk about some ways, first of all, to be consistent or to have that discipline kick in when the inspiration is gone. I feel like we should think about maybe a time that we were, because we've done a lot of things that require discipline and we got it through, whether it was lack here and there, could have been better, we still did it. So maybe we could think of a time like that way and share whatever helped us
For
or.
myself, um, I've been through a lot of instances where you just needed to be, you got to stay down, you got to stay down for a little bit so you could come up. And for me, what really drove me was I wasn't comfortable where I was at in life. Like, it comes a time where you have to reflect. You're looking back and you're like, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, like, what have I changed in that time? For like, what do I have to show for? So for me, like, when I was going through nursing school, Lord, I had a under 2-year-old and 5-month-old twins. And it was so hard.
5 months old, yeah.
I started school.
Shout out to you.
I started school with no money. I had no car. I just was determined mentally that I no longer want to be where I'm at. Like, I have to do something about things. And I did lose my inspiration like halfway through school. I felt defeated. I feel like any and everything that you can think of that could go wrong in that year went wrong. Like, I lost my vehicle. I lost everything that was in there, my books, like it's and anything you can think about, it went wrong. And I did lose it. And I cried. And I said to my mom, I said, I'm ready to quit. I can't do this anymore. And she's like, I would understand why you want to do that, but I don't think that's the best thing for you to do. So get it out, but you need to get back in there. And I had to be reminded of God's promise to me, and I went back. I finished school, and I did it.
Yeah.
But what really does help is, for me personally, YouTube is a free university. Like, I do everything on there. I could do my hair, I could cook, I could repair, I could clean, I could get my life right, I can fix my credit. Like, I did all those things on YouTube, and it's like, I find the things like wherever I'm struggling at for the day, I'm not listening to the music. I don't care about the radio. I don't care about Sexy Red. Like, what's gonna, what? No shade.
No shade.
Like Summer Souls. As I said, I'm on a journey, so I still like that a little bit. But I need something that's gonna feed my mind, feed my soul. I need to, um, like, surround myself with people who want to do the same thing.
Yes.
So I put on motivational speeches. Like, I went to work all day, came home, made dinner, and is into mom mode. And then I would like put it on because I don't have I have nothing left in me.
Yes.
I have nothing left to get. So just
You should have a handful, especially with the motivational speech if you're gonna get there, because I love them. That right there matters so much. But okay, so we're gonna touch on the trials and tribulations first, I guess, because you mentioned about your car breaking down and anything that could go wrong and go wrong. Can we get a little bit into that? Like, not necessarily what happened, but as far as like what you took from it, what was positive about it, what you gained from it, and how you overcame it to continue to go to school.
Oh my goodness.
It don't have to be that
It
one
was a
or
lot.
any.
So I'm trying
Yeah,
to
like
pinpoint what happened that year. It was so much. It was so much. I remember before I wanted to go to school, I was on social services. I went to DSS and I was like, listen, I want to take my exemption because you get a 1 year exemption. You don't have to work. Your children are under like 1 or 2. I don't remember. And um, they said, well, we want to let you know, like, if you get this exemption, you're not going to get childcare. So if you go into school, like, just know you're not going to have childcare. I said, that's okay. I want the exemption. And then they were like, what if something happened to your kids? Like, what if they get sick? Like, do you have backup? Do you have help? Like, I feel like they said everything that could deter me. And I was like, it's okay. Like, I just want you to give me that exemption. So, like, I remember take care of my children, and my best friend was there and right by my side every day. And I think by month 5, with 3 under 2 and in diapers, I just said, God, I can't do this no more. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I can't do this. And I got a call from the daycare, and they said your children got accepted into the early Head Start program. Thank God, November, December, I applied for school. I told DSS I want the exemption. They went back and forth with me. They gave it to me. And then I had my oldest daughter, and I'm like, she's not in school. I don't know who's gonna watch her. I'm going to school. A week before school started, the same school called me back. Your daughter's accepted into the program.
look at God.
So, like, I didn't need the childcare because it was a free program where I could, like, stay focused on what I had to do. And one of those tribulations with that was when my 6 months was up, I now have to go back to work. They, I was working on the weekends, went to school Monday through Friday, 8 to 3:30. And then I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I did 30 hours in that time frame, right? Did 2 12s and a 6. Making $11.50 an hour. At that time, childcare for one child was $3.50 a week.
Talk about it.
DSS, I get a letter and it says I'm being denied childcare and any other assistance because of the amount of money I'm making. So I'm not making anything more than $300-400 a week. But they said you're over the threshold. We're taking it from you. I was like in awe. Like I was just like devastated because I'm like, here I am. Like I just want to get my life together. Like I just want to do better. And here I am now. I don't have childcare. I'm in the middle of nursing school. Like what's gonna happen? But I didn't know that then. But I do know now that the Early Head Start program is a free program for 3 years. So as long as you qualify that one time, you're still qualified. So thank God. With that being said, my children stayed in school, stayed at daycare, and I was able to finish and complete school. And I always wanted to. I don't remember the workers. I hope you can see this. Like, I just wish I could just show you my diploma. Like, I want to let you know, like, be mindful who you interact with and the things that you say to people because it can leave an everlasting imprint. Everything that those people said to me happened. Like, that was the sickest my children have ever been in their lives. They've been admitted to the ICU. I remember going to their room with my books and
So you're even going through school with sick
I'm
children.
going through school, taking care of my children. They're sick, like in upper respiratory, like ICU, like isolation, like, and I still have to go to school, and I still have to wake up, and I still have to go and do, and it's just the mindset of where I'm at is not where I'm going to be, and I don't see myself getting out of this no other way. So either I do it now or never. So once I got through nursing school, and I
I
was
want
just
to, just real quick, because you said so much. Like, I don't even know if you realize how much you just dropping the juice, dropping the inspiration. I hope whoever's listening is listening. Now, you mentioned DSS. I'm only going back to that because my last episode we had someone here, and the topic came up briefly, and about I don't want to say the comment was exactly these words, but as far somewhat like real women don't need it. And I was like, hold up, hold up. And I said, I think it depends on what you do when you're on it. I've been on it. I said, I feel like there are some on it and they get a wrong mindset of I need to have more babies and stay on it, and there's some that use it as a stepping stone. So I'm just glad that you're here as one of them that could say they use that as a stepping stone.
Definitely.
Needed it, obviously came in handy, so that's a great thing. You are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I could, I always hear about how hard nursing school is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
No,
When
you can
finish
keep
it-
going.
No, because it's really like I don't think you understand how much you're being like. Well, I always tell you how much you inspire me. You know that. You're my girl, but. Like to the people out here listening, I don't know if you understand how much they're probably going to take from this. Because even already knowing, just listening to you tell me it, it's like, wow, I'm seeing it in a whole new light. You know, like I forgot the twins were sick. I forgot this. You know, so I wanted to also say the fact when you said that when you was ready to give up, and your mom was like, no, we're not having that. That had to be amazing for as far as like more than an accountability partner, but just someone there. Because imagine if you had no one there.
There's no way in the world I would be where I am today without my mother. Like just seeing us, I was able to see a woman, like just in her like virtue. Just it was just beautiful, you know, to see her tenacity, to see her determination. Like she went through something very similar. She went to nursing school. She had 6 kids and got pregnant with her 7. My little brother. And I remember when I was in school, I'm like, Mom, how did you do it? Like I have less than half of what you got.
How did
And
you
there's
do
no
it?
way. And she goes, honestly, I just did it.
I just
You just do what you have to
You
do.
just do what you gotta do.
And I'm grateful for that because there's no way.
That's amazing.
There's so many other things like we could just go in on, but it's like discipline. You have to adjust your lens. Then you have to take some accountability. Then you have to make up the right mind to say, this is what I'm gonna do. You make it up, you stay consistent, you
Yes.
stay disciplined,
Yes.
you stay just get to know yourself. Once you know yourself, everything falls into place.
That's right. That was
Well,
beautiful. Let's go. I hope y'all listening for real.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing I wanted to say, you mentioned how when you did go sign up for DSS, you mentioned like everything was trying to stop you from going there. Would you say that was like, of course, like when you decided to change your life or do something different,
Oh, you're
something
always
just
gonna have
comes
opposition.
always.
Most
They say
definitely.
higher levels bring these levels. So I'm glad, I know you are too, that you didn't just listen to them and be like, all right, I'm giving up. It's no giving up. There got to be a way. If there's a will,
There's a way.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to, do you remember where you left off at to continue?
I wish
I think you said that you start, or after you finish nursing school.
Oh, I knew that I could do anything. I can do B, C, here. I could do anything. And I can endure that if I can make up my mind to get through all of the things. Telling you, if I really could share the full story, you guys would be like, mouth wide open. Like, it's nothing can stop me.
Okay.
And then I see the epitome of a woman in front of me. So if she could, I'm going to do it.
I'm from her.
And I'm from I come
Right,
from greatness.
right.
Once you know you come from greatness and you can create greatness and greatness is within you, nothing can stop you. You
That's
just
right.
have to go looking for it and you're gonna find it.
Yep, bring it out. Yep. Okay.
Especially with the opposition.
That's good, right? That's great. Dang, I just lost my train of thought a little bit. Okay, so, do you want to discuss any like other areas that either you're working on right now as far as discipline or anything else about it? No.
I would really like if I could just something that I see most prevalent, and this is like work related.
Okay.
So many people are so sick, and
Talk about it.
because we lack the discipline of eating intentionally, of putting the right things on our plate, we suffer in many ways, and it manifests in any chronic disorder that you could think of.
Yes.
And what people don't know is like you have the one mind to reverse all of that, but it starts with discipline.
Yes.
And it starts with your plate, and it starts with intentionally what you're putting inside of yourself. And I see so many people who I take care of who are just like in just denial. They don't understand where the chronic pain is coming from. They don't understand the inflammation. They don't understand the, you know, frequent hospital visits. They don't understand that like it has everything to do with lifestyle and diet. And you know, until they look within and change their perspective and saying, hey, this is what I've been doing. Let me change to do something else. And they get better results. Like, it's so refreshing when I go in to see a patient and, like, I had a patient that used to come in and they had everything. Any tube, any bag you can think of, they had it. Until one day they met me at the door and I was walking and I was like, wait a minute, what? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I just saw you like a week or two ago. Like, what happened? Doctor took me off of this, stopped that, did this, did that. I'm like, what'd you do? They said I started eating better.
Look at
And
that.
it's like,
That's so like overlooked and so important that it's crazy. Let alone we gotta worry about the lotions we use, the soaps, the deodorants, putting cancer on us. What we eating intentionally. But you know, I was always a snacker.
every time I got on the phone with you, you're eating,
Cookie Monster,
like,
it's
tearing it
a
up.
bad sugar fiend. And I remember the first time I did a detox. I did a detox and I took the pills. And when I tell you that's when I realized how addicted to sugar I was, it was crazy. I had the shakes and everything, and I realized this is not good. I started eating better, changing the way I eat. Eventually, I didn't want it anymore. I didn't crave it. And then when I did go eat it, it didn't even taste the same. And I'm like, wow. And I went from, I ain't going to say how much I weighed, but from that to dropping so much weight just by eating before even exercising. So eating intentional is like one of the greatest things you can do to save your life. Like, it's whether you want to live long and healthy or not.
If we all want to get to old age,
Right.
let's
Let's
do
do
it
it the right
gracefully
way.
and ease into
Right.
it.
Amen. So many Jews dropped already. I think I want to ask you some questions. I want to give you a chance to ask me some. If you want.
Okay.
Don't get too crazy.
Are we staying on the topic? We stayed on time on discipline. You like even inspire me. Like I said earlier, not literally. Like you and Leslie, like y'all saying days, day 80, day 100.
I'm at day what? 80?
I'm on like day 20, and I've been doing this for months. But I just love to see you guys like just consistently show up for yourself day in and day out, and it's so inspirational. Especially with a mom, being single moms,
Right.
with our children
about
and
it.
like work, and you do nights. So I don't know
Yes.
if you can do it. I know I can.
Yes, we can feed it off each other.
I know I can do it.
I
Right.
think God made us friends for a reason.
It-
We ain't even gonna get into all of that, but it's for a reason. I'm telling you.
we
Because
almost didn't make it, y'all. That's another day. For another-
I think
Only the
maybe
group
twice.
knows, and
We
even the
almost
group
didn't make
still
it
be
two
asking each other. It's all
times.
right. It was meant to be. It's cool. What is that like for you? Like, what clicked for you? Like, what made you tap in and say, like, I'm going to be disciplined and do the right thing and show up for myself every single day? Like, what was the turning point for you? Said, like, this is going to be. Because I would say after 2 weeks, like you said, it's a lifestyle change now.
All right, so we're gonna keep it talking about the gym.
We're going to be everywhere.
Let me go talk about the gym real quick
Okay.
because I was so big. I got really big. I believe I'm an emotional eater. So I don't know what was going on at the time. I don't know. It could have been anything because life be throwing you stuff every day. But I had stepped on a scale one day and I was.
I don't know if you want to share.
I have to just to let y'all know what gave me the. I was 222 pounds.
That's it.
That's it?
Oh, never mind.
What do you mean that's big? I've never been that big.
I was 260.
See, this is going the wrong way right now. The only reason why I shared what I was is because I'm a little like.
Sure. So we got different statues.
No, shut up, no. I be like, I've been on a journey of being in tune, praying more, getting closer to God, asking for signs, just being mindful and aware of what's going on around me. And I'm always constantly seeing, they call them angel numbers. So I already was like noticing how my legs were swollen. Like you said, I work nights. I'm not supposed to be sleeping. We could barely put our legs up, but sometimes we can. I ain't gonna say too much about the job on here, but I was unhealthy. Like I I know my circulation was off. Like I said, my legs was swollen. I was like, something like I have to do something. I don't even feel good. Like I feel like something's wrong. And then when I stepped on the scale and I seen a 222, I panicked. I'm like, oh my God, this is a sign. I gotta do something. So I signed over the trainer, and that is the only thing that I feel like the fact that I'm paying for it and I have an accountability partner. When I tell you the first week was like I could barely walk. Like I couldn't. I wish I would have took footage of what I could do on day one
Yeah.
versus now.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like I said, I couldn't walk the first week. I was stiff. I want to say maybe 3 weeks in, because I go 3 days a week. I had a mental breakdown. I was like, I also kept a journal. I was writing about it, how it was. And I didn't realize how much it played on my mental too, because I was being disciplined and consistent in something. Obviously they say it takes 14 days, so I'm breaking into it or whatever the case may be. And I don't want to say I panicked, but I was just like, wow, like I'm making changes, I'm doing something, like, and it was just a mental thing. And it's like, okay, you have to do this in other areas, and I'm still working on it. I feel like another area I could probably talk about is school. Like,
I want to say that too.
School, like
To
I
school.
still can't
I went to the
believe.
gym. I was a mom. And went to work at night.
I still
and
can't
did
believe I
doubles.
went to school, and I'm planning on going back because, like you said, once you finish, you feel like you could do anything. Even when I was at my graduation, I was like, I was so inspired. I was like, yo, I want to be valedictorian next time I go to school. Like, it inspired me to want to do that and be there. And I feel like trials and tribulations was a thing too when it came to school. I can't even talk about it. Like I just graduated last year, December. The latest thing, well, I remember when September started, because I knew already how things go. I already know. Once you're about to do something, like you said, the higher levels bring new devils. Things is about to come at you. So I was like, I know something going to happen. My car probably going to break down. Like, something going to happen because I'm about to finish school. Like, I'm about to graduate with my degree. I'm in college. I'm a first generational student. I couldn't believe it. And that's also imposter syndrome, but that's a whole different story. And I believe what it was the passing of my mom, because she passed away right in September. And when I tell you, I was like, no way, this is what it is. I'm like, okay. Since I already kind of had in my mind like something was coming, and no matter what it was, I would have to overcome it. I already knew I was going to have to finish. I didn't know how hard or whatever it was going to be, but I'm like, I have to. And when I tell you, it was not a breeze for me, but to the point where, I'm like, look at God. I had one of the hardest classes ever, and I had my high school science teacher, Mr. Romeo. Do you remember Mr. Romeo? Remember there was brothers, right?
Yeah.
I said, Mr. Romeo? I'm like, do you remember we started chatting? He remembered me for a little bit. He worked with me. He was like understanding, like one of them teachers that know you in college. You do, because a lot of times you don't even tell your story because people don't care. And you don't, me personally, I don't need sympathy or whatever.
Yeah.
But sometimes when that happened, I'm like, listen, I'm falling behind because it is like that was a lot. Like I'm sharing my story with you, and it was like everybody was on my side. My other science teacher, he was great. Like I passed everything, and I'm like, that was nothing but God. So I don't know, just like you said, wanting to change, wanting more, wanting to show our kids more. Got me like I gotta do something.
And going to school. And all the trials and tribulations you were facing, did it ever cross your mind like, I can't do this, or I'm not gonna do this, or I give up, or you just kept in mind that this is it, like this is what I'm gonna do? Like, what trumped everything that you were going through? Like, what made you say like, no, I said I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it?
You know what? That's a really good question. But I don't know why my mind just went automatically to. It's like, then you need to stop with the questions because I'm just over here talking about things that they don't even know about. No. I want to say when I went through what I went through with my stillborn, with my daughter, and I realized that God saved my life, I think that is what really, because right after that, that's when I started writing my books. I became an author. I think that's what put that fire under me. Like, you could have been gone just like that. And I didn't even realize how bad it was. All I remember is waking back up. But hearing everybody else's perspective, you I could name a few people, and it's like everybody was like, "Girl, I was praying for you. Girl, I was scared. Girl, I was," and I'm
Yeah.
like, and now imagine if it, God forbid, would have went that way. Like it made me wake up. Like, were you ready to go? Were your kids ready for you to go? Was they set up for anything? If you would have went, and it was like, Amina, you got to do something because that can happen to anybody, and we could be going, and we say tomorrow, but literally 5 minutes after that,
That's true.
like we get over. I don't know, watch my
No, that's
words,
true.
but
That's so
yeah.
true. That's so
So
true.
after that, I was like, God, thank you so much. I was so like humbled because I was doing a lot before then. I was doing a lot.
I know.
Right,
I
you
was
know,
with you.
and I was a few of y'all watching may know,
Lord.
and it'll come soon. The time will come when we can talk about it. But I was so humble and grateful that nothing else mattered besides doing what I needed to do before I leave here. And I feel like even with going through that, I still fell short in other ways. And we say we could be a lot further in life if we was disciplined because of discipline.
But I think that also a lack of discipline comes from, again, you don't even know who you are. If you knew
You
who
gotta
you really
ask
were,
God.
yeah, most
I was
definitely.
telling the last shout out to Star. I hope she's working on it. I feel like you gotta know your purpose because I started asking him like, what's my purpose? And the things that I'm battling with now, I'm off track, but I pray like you said to me before in the conversation, like we know the things that we battle with are spiritual, so you have to literally pray, God, please help me gain discipline. And then he's going to give you a situation, yes, and then he puts you in a situation to do it because he don't just give you things
Just
overnight.
don't give it to you.
You ask for patience, he going to give you somebody hard-headed, like pray, God, please help me to do my consistency. Or when you get to your limit, I feel like everybody got this limit. Like, all right, I went 30 days before doing this. I went however many days before. So you got to do that again. And then when you get there, something got to break through. Maybe that's when you got to help me continue. Up one day at a time,
Literally.
5 minutes at a time,
That's it.
a second at a
That's
time.
it. For real.
That's how real it could get. Like,
For real.
but you got me chatting.
Like, I love that. It's awesome. Come on now. This is man. It's just, life itself is a journey.
Yes.
It is such a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And
It is.
you
It's
can
what you make it,
literally
make it
have
good.
the desires of your heart. If you work hard for it, if you pray for it, you stay disciplined, you stay committed and consistent. If you just keep giving of yourself every day, like I had to ask myself the other day, like, all right, let me reflect back on my old self, my 20s, my 20s, not my 30s. Like,
It's more comfortable doing it now, though.
yes, it is.
Yes.
It is.
Yep.
But I'm reflecting, like, girl, like, would your 30s be proud of your 20s? And I'm in my 30s. It's like, will my 40 be proud of my 30s? Like, what is my future self gonna say?
You look good.
What is my future self gonna say
Mm.
when I'm there? Like, what? Am I happy that you put in that discipline? Am I happy that you took that job? Am I happy that you listened to that sermon? Am I happy that you put down that plate? And, like, what are you
You're
doing?
dropping jewels right
That's
now.
it.
Yes, what are you
That's it.
doing today that your future self will
Well,
thank you for?
Mhm.
Yes, yes. I just lost my train of thought.
It's the best one down.
What were you saying? I'm mad. I lost my
Just saying, like, what would my future self think of what I'm doing right now? Would I be proud of me? Would I want more for me? Would I, like, tap myself now, wake myself up, and say, don't forget, don't miss that opportunity.
Right, right.
Don't let it pass you by.
I was gonna say balance because I'm thinking like, all right, you see how certain areas we were able to talk. Like me personally, I'm working on discipline and money management. I'm working on discipline. I ain't even gonna go there, but I'm working on discipline.
Look, I little
and-
uncomfortable fixing
right?
myself.
Because that's
Lord.
another one.
Oh my goodness.
I'm working on discipline as far as with my business, like every day consistently posting it, sharing it, every day consistently waking up in a business state of mind, I think I mentioned before about imposter syndrome. That's one of the things that could knock you off your discipline that you got to know how to overcome.
What is that exactly now?
You want the exact definition?
You can tell me your
Am I
input on
going?
it.
It's when you don't see yourself being who you are.
Okay.
Where you don't see yourself going that further mile. When you don't see yourself being as successful as you know you can be or
Yeah.
as you want to be. You know,
Okay.
it's some thoughts like, should I even do this? Should I even go there? And that's a lot. I feel like, especially when you do have a business or you're trying to work on something new, it's always them don't do it or trying to, the negative thoughts. So you got to be able to rewind your mind with that. Mentioning how you said the sermons and the podcasts and the positive motivational speeches that you listen to. I remember there was a time when I was like, all right, because you realize you need that. I've definitely realized I need that. And it's like Monday through Friday, I'm going to only listen to motivational things. And it was working. And I was doing it, and then I stopped. Because it's like, okay, where's the discipline? Are you getting scared now because physically your body might be changing? And like you don't even realize maybe your nervous system is reacting to it. Like, I've never been here before.
Yes.
I've never
It's unfamiliar.
experienced this before. It's just change. You out of your comfort zone. So you got to push through that. Like, and it may be hard, but the reward at the end is amazing. So I'm trying to work on my discipline and money management with the kids, trying to with the business, with God. Oh gosh, with God.
Yeah. Look at
With
myself. My
God,
goodness.
right? So
I
don't know.
When I love me, Lord. So I'm working on it.
yeah, no, you're gonna get there.
In every way.
It's amazing, especially when you could realize the difference. Like when you doing something one way and you see it working out and it's going good, and then for whatever reason now you fall off and it's going another way, and it's like, this ain't even right. Like I can even use eating as an example. When I was eating well, I was feeling good. I was feeling better. When I stopped, I felt it. I'm like, now my stomach is just feeling weird. I feel heavy. I don't want to do nothing. I got an attitude. Yeah, like, so it's like we already know what it's like. So keep it up. Just keep going. Just keep going. So I guess some of the things we could share is listening to motivational
speeches,
If you're
whatever.
once that consistency or that discipline run out, listen to some motivational speeches. Call somebody who you know would give it to you. Sometimes you need it
Someone you
hard,
can pull from.
right? Sometimes you need it easy. What else would we say? What did we touch on?
Like it's personally, I just go whatever emotion I'm feeling or whatever I'm going through for that day. I look up the best way to deal with it. Like I think a lot of people also they don't realize that you're in control.
You are
You're in control of your how you choose to react to life. You're not in control as in what's happening in life, but you're in control of how you react to it. And most of that is just your emotional stability. And that's something that you have to work on as well
Yeah.
when it comes to
say
being
that again.
disciplined. Because if I've always been impulsive, if I always want, to eat that or I want to go shopping or I want to, go get a drink, and I'm not being receptive to the fact that I need to pull back from this. My impulsiveness is stopping me from being disciplined. My impulsiveness is stopping me from becoming my greatest sense of self. And what do? I go to YouTube. How to deal with this emotion.
Yeah.
It's kicking my butt. And it's like, you control it. So feel it, experience it, let it pass through you, but you got to keep going.
Yeah.
You just keep moving. If you feel like you're struggling again, put it back on again. Like, run it back again. Play it back as much as you want. Like, absorb it, write it down, speak it, read it, write it, see it. Like, let it become a part of your reality, So,
Definitely. When you said, like how when you get an emotion, what do you like? You go to YouTube to find out the best way to deal with it. One of the things I do too is I learn. I'm like, okay, because I used to YouTube like shadow work, and I don't know if you.
what's crazy? I was subconsciously doing shadow work and
Every day, and that's when I realized I do this. I do this, right?
The dark place. What is that?
Exactly. So I went and I was looking up, and I'm like, wait a minute, I do this. Like, and that helps you realize how great you are too. But
Yeah.
so it's like when I'm feeling that emotion, most times, like, first of all, I used to ignore it. And like you said, you can't be disciplined ignoring your emotions because emotional stability plays a big part in that. So now I'm like, all right, if an emotion comes, the first thing I try to do is like try to figure out why I'm feeling this emotion. You know, I'll be like, why you mad right now? And be honest, you know, we be honest for ourselves. Why you mad? And if I'm saying something where it's like, girl, you mad for something that you just created to be mad, then I know I gotta work on that. And if it's like you're mad because you're probably taking something personal when you shouldn't, or you know, try to adjust
Just
of why
reevaluate the
is it,
situation.
and then you work from there. If it's something that you did, like you know, you shouldn't have did that. Don't do it again. Like you know,
Turn.
and then you try to be disciplined. Don't do it again. But that was great. And another thing you said was, oh, in control. No, what was it? Did I write it down? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep up. I feel the emotion. Oh, I can't remember. It's okay.
It's just get to know yourself. Get into it yourself. Go deep. Anything you suppress, anything you put to the back of your mind, it has to resurface. Do you want to transform? Do you want to change your life? Do you want to become your greatest version of yourself? Do you want to look into the future and see if you'll thank yourself for putting in this time now? And get to know yourself really
Yes.
good. And once you
Yes.
get there, don't play about yourself. Stand on business when it comes to you. Teach people how to treat you. Love love yourself. Forgive yourself because
Forgive
you didn't know
yourself.
who self was prior to.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a lot of times we sit down and we beat on ourselves and it's
Yes.
like, why did I do that? Like,
Yeah.
why would I ever do this?
We our own worst
Why would
critics.
our worst critic? Why was that hurting my friend? And it's like it doesn't. I stop asking why,
And take what you learn from it.
and you just take and
And
you
take
just
what
say,
you learn.
now that because of that, now this.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Yes.
It's not why.
I
It's
think
because
that
of
it's safe
now
to
this.
say, like you said, before you even can decide that you want to be disciplined, you gotta know yourself.
No,
Because sometimes we be carrying baggage. We trying to be disciplined, but we carrying
you
it.
can't.
Sometimes we realize we carrying it, sometimes we don't. So that was real good. You gotta
just
get
gotta
to know
put
the
it
air
in.
before you even try. You're free, Joe. So yes.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this was great. Let me see. I'm mad that I forgot what I was about to say. That's because there's so much good stuff going.
I think the beauty of this topic is that it's multifaceted.
Yes.
It's not just
Yes.
disciplining oneself. It's not disciplining. It's disciplining every
Every
single
single
aspect
thing.
of your life.
Oh,
Discipline.
that's what it was going to be when you said you're in control. Self control. I always say this, but I'm going to keep saying it. When I was in college in my communications class, I had one of the best professors. Like, I need to reach back out to him because he do other things on the side. But he's like, once you master self control, you can be disciplined in anything because it's like you said, you are responsible for how you react to things. You're not responsible for what happens, but how you react. So if something happens, how are you going to react? Imagine if you're the type of person who don't think before they react. I had a guest before, she's like, I don't think before I react. I'm in therapy now trying to because I really, as they say, crash out. And it's like, at the moment, it seemed like it's feel good, you hurting the other person, and then when it's all said and done, you're the one that's like, it hurt worse. Like, a lot of people don't want to be like a punk or a coward or whatever, but in the long run, there's a bigger picture. You can not have no self control, not have no discipline, and react negatively to things and be in a worse situation.
Worse than
You know? So you gotta always be able, I feel like, to see the good in everything.
One quick thing I just want to put out there.
Oh, sure.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
For anyone who really, really feels like, like we said initially, we're going to keep discipline, this. But before you get there, and in knowing yourself, you have to be real with yourself. And you're going to have to ask yourself, can I be receptive? Can I even receive? We want to change. We want to do things, but when you reflect and you turn that mirror back on yourself and you see it, it's like the next step now is, are you willing to receive what other people have to say to you? Are you willing to receive what their experience was like with you? Are you willing to receive and then change? And if not, don't even talk about it. If you want to get there, still write it down, still journal, still work, but work on your ability to receive. Like a lot of times, thank God for our little brother Vinny. I love you. I can't call you little brother. You're my big brother. My little big brother. I am just so grateful for him because he can confront me without me feeling threatened. Like there was a point in time where I'm not gonna lie, my whole family we have avoidance issues. It gets too hot, it gets too sticky, it's too much to handle.
We were
I
talking
don't
about
know how to.
toxic family members last time. It ain't get like that.
I don't know how to deal with my. I don't know how to deal with my emotions. Oh, I'm out of here. Like I would just hit the door. Like I'm not staying here for this. This is not what I signed up for. And he sat me down. He literally put his hand on my shoulder. He said, "Girl, you need to hear this." And I was like, "Okay." And I listened, and I'm like, as I sat down, I was able to hear 3 people tell me what it's like to experience me. And that is not what I think it is for me and you. I think it's better than, there's no way. And in that, it opened my eyes. And I was like, you know, I need to be able to hear people. Like, he's telling me this because he wants me to be better. I can't be closed-minded to what people are saying to me, even if it hurts, even if I don't agree. Like, I have to be able to receive what they're saying in order for me to make a change.
Yeah, girl,
You know?
how you talking?
So like, keep it that mindset too. If you're ready to go, you're ready to you want to do what you say you're gonna do. Be receptive.
Yes.
Be ready. Be transparent. Be real with yourself. You know, and just don't play about you. Don't
play
stop
about
getting
you.
it. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do. I just do. Just do it.
Just do it.
If you have any questions, you
You
have
see
any
yourself
concerns,
sometimes and just
bring
do
it to God. Bring it to what you believe in, your higher power.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just and hone in
Yeah.
and don't give up. And depression's gonna come and anxiety's gonna come.
Don't
and
claim that.
and
Oh, that's what I wanted
those things
to
are gonna
say
come.
too.
You don't
When
have to
you
claim
said,
anything.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just remember.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Remember when you was like, realizing you're in control of everything. I remember, I don't like to claim anxiety. You got to be mindful of your words and stuff. But it's out there. Some people deal with it. Some people, whatever. But I remember looking it up because someone I know was dealing with it, and I thought for a second, I had it. I'm like, I think I'm getting anxiety. Is this what this is? And one of the ways that one of the things to do to help you get through to that is to remind yourself literally, I am in control of what's going on right now. I am okay. Nothing is going on right now to hurt me. Like everything's okay. We're probably thinking about the worst. Don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about 5 minutes from now. Because literally, in 1 minute, this moment is going to be the past.
That's true.
Think about right now. So I'm sorry, that just popped up in my head when you said that.
Being present, being in the moment. That's true.
Yes.
Not claiming those things, but I feel like for every level you
come.
want to go to,
They come. They're going to come. Don't claim them. I'm not saying they're going to come. Don't claim them.
don't claim.
You here right now, but you got to go.
But what is also healthy is too is like you don't have to dismiss it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to dismiss the uncomfortable feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
You feel it, you process it, you take what you take from it,
Yeah.
and you go on there. You know, I always say to my patients or my friends, like anxiety and depression is like your friends up the block, like your old homegirls. Like you used to go hang out with them, and you had a good time back in the day. One really get on your nerves, or the other one you could deal with. You don't mind being there for a few days hanging out, but you gotta go home. You gotta go back to yourself. You have to go get centered. You have to, you have to keep speaking positivity into yourself. Like you have to refresh your mind every single day, every
I don't
moment,
think
every minute.
We know how important that is. Like like I said, when I was doing the Monday
Renewing
through Friday
your mind.
listening, going back to just listening to anything all day, every day. Everything we feed our mind, body, and soul matters. Not just physically. We spoke about food, but spiritually, emotionally, every way. So that is definitely a fact. Also wanted to piggyback off of Vinny because that is a fact.
I'll tell you about just my regular.
It's important to have somebody who can,
Yeah,
as well
and
as
receiving them.
and as well as their delivery is
Yeah.
respectful
Yeah.
and being able to receive it, and then when you do, being able to take accountability and being like, okay, and then just being thankful. Thank that person. Thank you.
That's how they
And like
know.
you said, then you make a change. Like I could relate to that too. I'm pretty sure if my people's experience with me before is not the same as now.
Girl. Look, I'm so
I'm not
proud.
asking
I'm
you.
just so
I was
proud.
about to say I'm not asking.
No, don't worry. We can ask the audience. Y'all go in the comments if y'all ever had a moment
Yeah,
where
I know.
you see that we've grown. Like it's not just her, it's we.
Mhm.
Like like we were really
Yeah.
lying.
yeah.
And
And I'm glad that I thank God all the time that I had the strength to receive it, like you said, and to move forward with it because you look back at your homegirls. It could be the depression, anxiety up the block. We're gonna use that as an example, and they still right there,
still
and
there.
it's like I could have been there. I could have been there, but I'm not, and I'm thankful for
Thankful.
that. And I'm only looking forward,
Hmm.
and I'm only looking to get better, to do more, to continue to be successful. Get closer to God, fulfill my purpose, make every day count,
Hmm.
every moment count, and spread the love,
That's
share
it.
it for whoever else needs to hear it. So I think that this was a great topic. I believe we touched on a lot of things regarding discipline, dropped a lot of jewels, you know, and we're gonna say the best thing about it all is applying all of these things that we just sat here and spoke about and share with you, and teaching them to our children.
Yeah.
Teaching them to our children. One thing I learned in the journey of being disciplined, I had a moment, and I was talking to my son, my oldest son, because at some point they say they're not your little friends, but at some point they become your little friends.
And they do. I'm
Right?
not
They
gonna
become your
lie.
little friend. You just gotta keep it cute. So
Like,
I'm
remember
telling
my
him,
mom,
yeah,
your child,
yeah.
but
But
I love
other
you.
than that, yeah, because we in this together, we all
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
for the most part,
Yeah.
So, and I'm telling him a problem and a situation, and I said, you know what? I said, you know what I take from this, especially because I'm sharing this with you. I'm like, I can't teach you anything that I don't know. I'm over here trying to learn money management and financial responsibility, and I have people, four little people that I created that needs this, and how am I going to teach him or show him if I'm not doing it? It's like when they say actions speak louder than words. Like you can tell a child plenty of things, and some children do well off of you just saying it to them, but you can also show them.
Yeah.
Like I had moments where my kids was like, "But mom, you want me to do this? Can you do it first?" We need to be able to like we want to sometimes we be like we want you to do what we never did or we want you to go
They
further.
are like, I think
We have to show them.
this generation, like, we didn't have the space to do that with our parents.
We
I
didn't
think
have, yes, we
I think
couldn't
that if
voice
we
our
did,
opinion.
it would be a better outcome. But it's so nice to have that now with your children,
Yeah.
and for them to be transparent, and that you get a version, you get to see what it's like for them
You
to experience
you
you.
exactly. You get to see, wow, that's from me. I can't
Yeah.
even be mad. I have no choice but to like, because I already know what they about to face in the world, what they equipped with. Like I gotta help them out, you
Like,
know.
yeah,
And
I
I
gotta
think
grow them
also
right.
what we forgot to mention, didn't forget, but rather it's coming up now, is when we apply discipline, like we both mentioned about school, first generation students, you said you seen your mom do it, breaking curses. Breaking curses. So it's not always about us. It's
Yeah,
bigger than us.
it's bigger
It
than us.
passes on to our children.
Yeah,
They pass it on to their
yeah,
children. And it goes on and on. Like that's another reason why I'm so thankful that I did, what did we say, be able to reflect, change my lens, realize you the problem here. This chaos right here in your life is because of you,
yeah,
not nobody else.
yeah,
Yeah, you could say everything that you want to blame on somebody is their reaction to something that you caused, So
yeah.
make a change, and I'm glad that I'm able to do that. Sometimes I feel like I should have did it sooner, but it's better late than never. And once you do it, don't stop going because your kids need to see it.
They need to see.
I couldn't imagine like now I have a teenage daughter and I was still doing certain things I was doing a few years ago. It's like when she doing the same thing, what I'ma say?
Can't say anything because we
You
have not
know,
grown
like
together. Yes, that's so
exactly.
true.
So I think that's the best part about discipline for the moms out there, for the parents out there, not just moms,
Moms,
dads
dads,
too.
everybody.
Yes, for the parents out there. If you have somebody looking up for you, and even for not moms, the aunties, the
The
grandmas, the
godparents.
cousins,
That's
doing it for the community, the culture. Somebody could be looking up to you. So do the right thing.
do the
Show
right
us
thing.
something.
Show them what it's like.
Yes.
If you see someone, a young child that needs some guidance and some direction, ain't nothing to put the money your way.
Yeah.
Give them
They
some
say
loving.
take a village. As long as
Takes
a
a
village
village.
as well.
And what not a better thing to teach them from now than discipline?
Then discipline.
It's not
That's
just
like when I was like, my kids is hard headed. I'm like, yo, I'm hard headed. I'm hard headed. How I'm mad. You don't listen. You hard headed. Neither do you, Amina.
we still don't.
I still don't
We
listen.
still don't.
I'm gonna leave here not listening.
Okay. We still
Nah,
don't.
let's watch our words. I listen, and I'm going to
I'm
listen.
going to listen.
I'm going to move forward because I'm going to be disciplined.
I'm in the process of being disciplined.
Yes, God help me.
Obedience.
Obedience, God, give me
Okay.
obedience. That's when that praying come in, boy, yo.
Turn your children up in a way that they should grow when they get older. They should ever pray.
Amen.
And
Amen.
it is so true.
Amen.
It's
Amen.
so true.
Amen
Like,
to that.
oh my goodness.
That was great.
It was awesome.
That was great. Anything else you should think of before we wrap it up?
I just want to like really highlight you. Like, no, for real. Like I say all the time, like we've really been like friends since what? Sandbox.
Right,
Sandbox
literally.
days,
You don't
like,
even have that no
our
more.
friendship
Literally.
has withstand the test of trials
It went through
and its
different
time. But what I
phases.
want to tell you is, girl, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Coco.
No, I'm not going. You know, I'm big with the big. I love y'all. I love you mainly. I love all of y'all. All of our friends group. Everyone.
Yes.
Libra, Kiara,
Yes.
Gianna,
Yes.
Raven,
Yes.
Katora, Lavia, everyone.
Yes.
I'm so Rachel, Kamisha. I'm so proud of you,
Yes.
because Angela, Takesha,
KG,
Taisha. When you look
Dominique.
back, when you look back at where you were, like we don't even have to put it all out there. But just think about a time where you were at the lowest of your low, when you didn't see anything more than where you were at, and then you took the time. You took the time out to get to know yourself, to love yourself, to step into your purpose, to go into your calling, to do your podcast, to write your books, to get your degree, to just
Wow, that's
be a
like
phenomenal woman in every
Amen.
aspect, getting closer to God. Like, it's nothing more beautiful than to also see your friend on their journey and doing their thing. So
Thank you.
inspiration pulls from inspiration.
Yes,
But
yes.
this is beautiful.
Thank you
This
so
is gonna get bigger and better. Like, I'm so glad to be a part of it.
Thank you so much, Coco. I'm glad that I'm here to share with you. I'm glad that you can check me.
I don't know.
I don't let you check
You
me?
still say
okay,
it's
we
them.
working on it.
Okay,
We working
okay,
on it.
okay.
Okay, let's talk about
It's
that
still
just a
them.
little bit. Just a little bit.
It's not.
It's not. But
Okay.
but
Okay.
it do be.
It's
But
not them.
I wanted to say this thought this popped up in my head. I don't want to get too much into it, but because it's on the list of the jewels we're gonna drop at the end, as far as like being able to receive. I feel like because that was something that I struggled with, and I don't know if anybody else out there probably
I do
felt
as well.
like this, but my thing was now I feel like I changed it a little bit, I matured it, but my thoughts was I feel like I could pick and choose who I could receive from. You know, like I think that was a big battle for me, and it was immature back then. But now today, I see the maturity in it, and I still feel the same way because sometimes you don't know where people are coming from.
That's true.
We mentioned our little big brother. We know where that's coming from. We
Yeah.
know because it's genuine. We know you want us to be better, do better, you know? And I feel like when you don't know, sometimes it's harder. And then also,
Discern.
it's like I seen a post sometimes that say, like, don't take advice from people who's not, hasn't achieved whatever you're even asking for advice about. Like, you know, and
I'm not there because
I feel like
We
it's
can all-
balance,
we can
exactly,
always-
because you could meet somebody because the jewels is knowledge,
Mhm.
you know. So you could meet somebody who could drop some jewels for you, who's not actually what you claim to be successful, rather than somebody who is and they don't know that part.
Yeah.
So I just feel like if you're taking it, try if you can take it from somebody who's experienced it, been through it. Like right now, where I'm at, I'm gonna be honest. There's certain things that I wouldn't receive from people if I feel like you haven't even experienced something that I've done already and overcame. Like, you know, it's like,
I feel like we're all interrelatable. We all can like connect with each other on different levels. It's all about how you receive it and if you want to receive it. I honestly receive anything from everything, like the little kids token, or
Yeah.
I literally love, like, if I'm sitting in my, you see me all the time, snap, up in my backyard, and I'm just like, I pull from seeing the caterpillars on like
Oh
the
yes, I saw
leaves
you
and
talk to the
the
trees.
ants walking
That's
together,
different. Yes.
but like you can pull from any and everything. You just use your discernment and
Yeah.
you make it make sense.
Yeah.
I know they always say, don't talk to someone unless they've been there, or talk to somebody at the level that you're at. Yes, I completely agree to that. Not the level that you're at, but the level that you want to be, or put
And that's
yourself
certain
in
category. I feel like if you're on a category,
yes,
not like just life in general.
yes,
Like if I want to be a nurse, I'm gonna go talk to
I'm
somebody
gonna talk to a
who's
nurse.
yeah, you know.
Yeah. But outside of that, you could pull from anything.
Yeah.
Anyone, a baby.
Yeah, it's the babies, the animals, and the nature. First of all, that you'll receive the best from if you pull from. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, they're back to babies. Yes, yes. It don't make sense to us at the moment sometimes, but they know what they're talking about. Yes, exactly. All right, that was great. That was good. We're going to run back the jewels
Okay.
when you're ready to become disciplined. You know,
What are the steps? What you gonna do?
first of all, I'll just say get real with yourself. Get real with yourself. You know who you are. You know what you struggle with. Hopefully, you know. Sometimes you don't, but try to figure it out. You know, change your lens, change your perspective. Be able to look at things a different way rather than the way you've been seeing it, and it hasn't made a change for you. Take accountability. Take accountability. Take accountability.
That's no joke.
That's no joke.
But then that's you living in your reality and not your
Yes.
disillusionment.
And you about to start growth. You about to make a change. You know about to make a breakthrough. So that's great. Be receptive. Be receptive. Be able to receive something from people, especially the ones that you know want to see you do well. You know, sometimes we can't be receptive because people can't be receptive because they are defensive or paranoid. You know, make sure you have somebody that you can love and trust. You know, and be receptive. Know that they love you. Know that they want to see you win. Know that they want to see you do better. After you become receptive, make a plan.
That's it.
Make a plan and you do what you got to do. And all in all, pray and ask God or whoever your higher power is, mine is God, to keep you grounded, to keep you equipped for the battle. Psalm 91 is your portion. And to, you know, to be able to endure and accept the changes that come. Because a lot of times what we didn't touch on is when you do become disciplined and you do start making changes, now you start losing people. Or now you got to start making changes and other people's treating you different, or you know, like, so just ask God for the strength to accept whatever comes with it, because at the end of the day you're making a change for yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, that was great.
That was
Dee.
awesome.
I'm so glad you came. Yes, girl, you got the house.
Oh, I'm so happy you're friend.
No Sorry. Right, that was so good. This is the one that's gonna go viral. Remember I said it. Yes. Yes. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. I can't wait for y'all to see this episode. This was the podcast before the podcast with our guest, Khadijah. Look forward to dropping it. I look forward to sharing it.
And I look forward to you guys finding the God within you and stepping into your higher power of self and just enjoying your journey every step of the way, and know yourself and know that you come from greatness.
Hold up. We didn't even, I don't know.
Which one?
I think we're about to go in your business a little bit. First of all, we didn't even talk about how you're a homeowner.
Oh, wow, that's a little crazy.
Talk about discipline. I said I'm over here struggling with financial management, and she done bought a home. Like,
yeah, I did on Valentine's Day.
Shout out to you on Valentine's Day. Amen. I just popped my head. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was,
you gotta come back on this topic.
Okay.
She lives in Georgia now, guys.
I moved out. I moved away to make a way.
We can even talk about the change. We might have to sit back and finish talking the change in the environment.
No,
like,
literally, I found it that like.
Let me see. Hold up. Sit back, guys. Be comfortable.
You just don't know how to wrap it up.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Because you able to witness it, like, you know, living somewhere, making a change, you know, a whole other state on your own, the kid. Yeah, it's a little bit about that.
So
and is discipline play a part?
How it played a part in there. So at some point I realized that I couldn't grow any more than I currently was in the environment I was in.
Can you say that again, please? A
At
little
some point,
louder.
I
Yeah.
realized that I couldn't grow anymore in the environment that I was in. I knew that I had to move away to make a way. Like, the cost of living in Long Island is so high. The opportunities in our area that we're from that's given to our children are limited. Though they're there, they're very few and limited. And I kept saying to myself for years, like, going to Georgia. I'm going to Georgia. Yeah, right. I kept saying that, but didn't realize. And when things started to get like too much at home for me, I remember saying like, I don't care, cause I'm leaving. And they were like, good, go. So I'm
Now
stressing
you're
about.
realizing you really leaving.
I'm really leaving. I called down to the same company I work for in Georgia. Spoke to the director. She said, I don't have a position, but I'm gonna make one for you. We met each other on Zoom.
God making a way.
We met each other on Zoom. So it was time for me to go. It is like a funny twist of events. I'm going to tell you past. Time for me to go. And I told her, like, oh, I can't come August. I'm going to start September. She said, if you're not here by August, the offer's off the table. So I had to go.
Look at that.
I couldn't find a house. My uncle was like, hey, you could come stay by me. Thank God for him. Thank God for family. Thank God for my Nana, who like also did the same thing and paved the way. And her house has just been like a passageway, literally to home ownership. Everyone who lived in her house, you come out, you end up owning a home. Like, it was amazing.
The importance of having property.
Yeah, having a property and sustaining it to where your family can be ushered in and through that. But
this is amazing. This is the Bible.
This is crazy. So I moved down. I get this job. It's awesome. I love it. I love what I do. I love seeing my patients. I love making a difference in their life. I love educating them. I love loving on them. And then I love the flexibility that I can still be mom and not be tired. And it was a great job. And I think about 2.5 years in, something came up and I was let go from the job. And it was nothing like a technical, issue. And I've never been fired from a job before in my life. And it just so happened in the time that I got fired, I was in a process of looking for a home. So now the money that I have to purchase my home, I have to pay my bills and keep myself afloat. And my lease is up in 3 months, and something told me to pack 3 months prior to that. And I just had no rhyme or reason, but my realtor, Elena Royston, absolutely phenomenal. She's amazing. I just thank God.
Yes.
Because it's more than just that relationship, as her being a realtor and me being her client. It fostered, she evoked a sense of faith in me that I didn't have.
Amen.
When I lost my job, she called me. She was like, so are we still looking for a house? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And she called me back again 2 days later. She said, okay, so what are we doing? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, okay, I'm gonna call you back. I said, all right. So she called me back the last time and she's like, what are we doing? What happened? What are we doing? I got fired on a Tuesday. My friend, her sister, she sent me 2 jobs. I got hired on a Thursday and Friday for 2 other jobs. Same pay, more benefits, just a lot more than what I thought I was losing. And prior to that happening, she was helping me through it mentally, emotionally, because I was out of it. I wasn't worried, but I was out of it. And she said to me, you're in high demand. And I'm on the phone. I'm like, whatever she told me. She don't know.
Give you your flowers.
Yeah, she said, you're in high demand. You don't even know it. I'm like, and I didn't realize until I went to those interviews I was. And we're still looking. We were looking for a house. I called my brother, Vinny, and I'm like, Vinny, look, I need a loan.
I need a loan.
He said, how much you need? I said, I don't know. I need a loan. When I tell you, the next day, he put the money in my account.
Thank God. Thank God. We need this tissue.
I did one.
Do we have tissue? Sorry. Thank God. That is good.
He put the money in my account. We looked, we seen a house. And I walked in the house and I got chills. And I'm like, thank you. I'm like, this lady did her homework. I'm like, she done took her time out. She knew exactly what I wanted. When I walked in the house, I just envisioned my family living in there already. This is a home for my children and I. And long story short, the process of securing the loan was crazy. It wasn't looking promising. It was costing me money. My realtor went to bat for me. She prayed for me. She prayed with me.
God's
She,
so good.
like, closed the deal in the end. Like, it was amazing. It was just a mighty move of God. And it was just so inspirational. And I think one thing she said to me, she said, I can't be mad at you because you don't have the same level of faith as I do. And it made me think back.
Mm.
You went through nursing school. Didn't God show you He was God then?
Amen.
Didn't He provide every single need without you? In nursing school, my cousin's mother-in-law was just delivering diapers to my house, cases for my children. She never met me. They're giving them Easter baskets. My brother's blessing me. My family's praying over me. My brothers helped me take care of my children. I lost my job in December. I had no money, no way to get them no Christmas gifts. My brother sent for me and my children to come to New York so I can support him in his entrepreneurship and his humanitarianism. I'm just so grateful to God.
Yes, I'm off the
And
God.
I'm sorry, I'm just so grateful to God. And it's like, if I could just wake up the God in you, all of you, and tell you, like, just have the faith, just trust, just believe, just know, like, you're going to endure, but for what? The cost of what you're going to get is so much greater.
Amen.
He's going to continue to see you through and still blessing me.
And still.
And still,
And still.
even with any and everything that you think that you lost, there's a greater gain than you can ever fathom. So, with that being said, discipline has taken me so far in life, and I can't wait to see how much further it's going to take us, all of us.
Amen.
Because if I could do it, you could do it. If she could do it, if anyone can do it, they make up their mind and say, this is the life I want to live and I'm going to have. It's already yours.
Amen.
Put in the work. Put in the work.
Put in the word.
Feed your mind, your soul, your body, your spirit. And just enjoy life and levitate and get to the next level and transform.
That was beautiful, right, guys?
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Thank
I just
you.
had a moment while you was sharing your testimony. And I got so much from it, but I started this podcast with, I prayed in the beginning because, I want guys to be involved. And I had came across this sermon at 3 o'clock this morning because I've been off track. You know you off track, you got to get back on. And said a little prayer, and I feel like I get led to sermons for reasons, the ones I know I need to hear. And she just reminded me again, like, keep God in it. And I do, and I'm meaning to. But now I want to start implementing scriptures during my podcast, during the talks when I see them fit. Before Joy Comes in the Morning came up when I was talking to CJ. And right now, I don't know, I just feel like when you talk about faith and the fact that when you lost your job on Tuesday, got hired on Thursday, Friday, I'm pretty sure between Tuesday and Wednesday, you was like, whoa.
Yeah.
You didn't understand at the time. Then when Thursday and Friday came, you got the new job, you said it's more benefits. Like, I got Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 6. And it is, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make your path straight. That's what I got from out of that. Trust in him. Like when the realtor said, I can't be mad at you because you don't have the level of faith in me. I felt that in my soul. Because along my journey, I'm meeting people who's like, and it makes me want to be more disciplined, obedient, more faithful, more righteous. And it's like, there's some people out there, I know we don't play with prayer. We know prayer is real, but when their prayers hit, they hit because of their faith, because of their obedience. And it's amazing to see people and to know that God is putting people like that in your life.
Yeah.
Right? He already He already sees it.
Yeah.
You know, we don't understand. Sometimes we hard-headed or whatever the case may be, but trust in him. Do not lean on your own understanding because then it won't make sense. God makes miracles. You would call that a miracle, right?
That was a miracle.
Testimony.
Yeah.
God is real.
Yeah.
So you might not understand in the moment when you get fired, when you get your kids is not in daycare no more, when you get bad news that's trying to interrupt what you got going on. But don't feed into that. Don't accept it.
It's true.
Know that better is coming and keep your faith. Jiggery. That was great. That was amazing. I'm glad you're sharing that. It sounds to me, you said before how your mom was like your greatest inspiration, and to hear how your brothers helped you, it's like she did a great job.
Yeah.
7 kids did a great
Yeah, she
job.
did.
Like shout out
She
to her
did.
for that. You didn't mention about her passing, for those.
So it don't bother me none.
No, I'm just saying because I don't know if they know. For the ones who don't know.
So my mom passed last year in July. She was terminally ill. We were not given a prognosis. My brother called me. It was like, hey, you need to come here. And I'm like, okay. So my job on a Thursday, left on a Saturday, and just stayed in New York and took care of my mom. And I know the time was coming, and because I work in this field, and whereas we're in the hospital and they're talking about different interventions and things that they want to do to sustain her, and I'm like, come on, look, this is not what we're gonna do. I'm taking her home. She already spoke to me before we got to this point. She told me her final wishes. I'm gonna take her home, and we were in the hospital, and she looked over at me. I'm sitting in the chair, she's sitting in the bed. I'm getting on her damn nerves. They still don't change. Like, I'm stressing her out. And she just said to me, she was like, I want you to play my funeral. And I just was like, I just blinked and I said, okay. I wanted to cry so bad, but I'm like, I'm going to be her strength right now. So I'm like, what you want to do? She told me to order a service. Her first words was shout out the bricks. I was like, we're not going to do that.
I already know what I'm gonna say.
She's out of line.
Moms were amazing.
She's out of line. But she was just, long story short, I took care of her until her last moment. I was with her every moment. And my perspective at that point, I think when I seen my mom, actively transitioning, I had took some time out to myself, and I'm like, I'm ready to just grieve. I'm gonna break down now. But for the life of me, I couldn't find myself to ask God why. It was more like, thank you. Thank you for the life that you gave me, for the example that I had, for the ability to take care of her. That was an honor for me to be with my mom and take care of her in the last days. And it was just again, back to this phenomenal woman that I know. How do you hold strength so tried and true, and it's your end days? And you're just so ready. And it's I just aspire to be half, a quarter, just a little bit of what you are and what you've created. And through you, I'm able to be. And I'm not going to stop. And I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to wow myself, my children, because it's why would I stop?
Why would you stop?
I come from greatness. I come from a strong power, a higher being. When you know yourself.
Once you realize.
That's it. When you know yourself.
Yes, that's great. So now that you share that, we're looking at a woman that made it through nursing school with twins, 3 kids, made it through, still going. What's her mom? You have called all of those out there. You know what dealing with that is. And still pushing through, becoming a homeowner, still keeping faith, still inspiring me, inspiring others. That's amazing. I'm very glad that we got to do this, that we picked this topic because we didn't know what we was going to talk about. We did not know what we were going to talk about. And it's been discipline for the last week now. We're reminding each other we could be so further if we was disciplined. So please, pray you guys take something from this, and make a change if it starts tomorrow. Right after you see this, whenever. You can do it. Even if you stop, do it again. Nothing beats the failure but to try it. What they say, right? Keep going and keep doing it. So this is a real one. All
right. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the podcast before the podcast, and we'll see you next episode. That was good.
Okay, see, people invite. You think so? Yeah, these were y'all. Lord, that's what.
You was up there. That
Really?